Guys, happy new year. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. Did you guys miss me? You know, I took off after Christmas because I just needed some refresher time. You know, vlogging every day and editing and all that kind of stuff can be overwhelming and tiring. So your girl had to take her a break. So I did take a break for a couple of weeks, and now your girl is back with a new video for 2022. First, I want to say, tell everybody thank you so much for following me on my YouTube journey last year. Had a really good time as always, and hope to have many more good videos this year as well. I hope everybody had an amazing holiday and a happy new year. And let's just get into today's video. Okay, so as you can tell from the title of today's video, this is my 2020 life update 2021 reflection videos. We're not setting so-called like hard steadfast goals this year, but we're just gonna talk about what we want to do and how we want to do it, because the last 2 years my goal situation didn't really work out for me. So I'm gonna try a new approach this year. We ain't got no word of the year, we ain't got nothing. I guess winging it is the word of the year. But seriously though, like in 2020 I set goals, in 2021 I set goals. You know, the pandemic ruined a lot of people's goals and ambitions, and I feel like 2022 could or could not work out for my life. So we're just going to talk about what I accomplished in 2021, reflect on it, and then just talk about some things that I want to do in 2022. And that's going to be my life updated / goals / reflections video. So let's just get into the topics. First of all, let me apologize if you hear any loud noise. It's a gloomy, rainy day, and I don't have all day to be trying to wait for the sun to shine. So if you hear raining and all types of noises, I apologize. That's life. So let's just get into it. So first thing I want to catch you guys up is on my personal life. So let's talk about what I've been doing personally for me and how I'm doing. Okay, your girl is doing good. I am still the single life girl. I am still single, solo, dolo, single, ready to some like mingle. Okay, I'm not really dating, you guys. You guys know I have a little guy friend. If you've been here long enough, I have a little guy friend, a little boo thing. We got a little situationship. We're still, you know, doing whatever we doing, whatever we want to call it. I haven't seen him in a little while because, you know, things are going on. COVID is out. He's been really busy. I've been really busy. So I can't even remember the last time we saw each other. Did we even see each other in 2021? I don't even know, y'all. I don't even know. Because, you know, the COVID is serious out here. You know, he got older mom and dad. I have an older mom. He be out. I don't be out. So I'll be trying to make sure, you know, that we all safe in the end. But I'm still single, guys. I'm doing whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. And it feels so good not to have to answer anybody. Even though Jalen, I call her my parole answer, I do have to answer to her because she just refuses to let me be an adult. But other than that, I do basically what I want to do. So yeah, so 2021 was the same old, same old. Your girl was single, you know, and something like mingling. That's what I did in 2021. But in 2022, we'll start a new tradition, you guys. I was so excited. So if you follow me on my Instagram, you guys already got the tea. Y'all already saw it. So if you're not following me on my Instagram, you need to, because most likely it's gonna hit there first before it hits the YouTube channel. Just letting y'all know. Do what you like with that information. But I am starting a tradition of taking myself out on solo dates, you guys. I came across a video on YouTube, as a matter of fact, of somebody talking about she takes herself out on solo dates and this and that and the other. Now this is a level up of solo dates. You guys know I don't care nothing about doing nothing solo. I go to the movie solo. I haven't been on a solo trip yet. I've been on a solo camping trip. I'll go on a trip solo, but I've never like took a solo dinner date, if that makes sense. So I've been like out to eat lunch, you know, to the library, pick up some of the fast food, sit there, eat, do whatever, but I've never took myself out on a traditional solo nighttime date where you actually get dressed up, look like somebody, put on some makeup, do your hair, put on a nice outfit, and strut your stuff. Y'all, my first damn solo date night was epic. Do you hear me? Epic. I had the best time. So your girl did, I was to the nines, y'all, to the nines. Okay, I got dressed up in the cute outfit from my shop, my little two-piece set. I put on my new knee boots, I had on my little blazer, and then I had a coat on top of that, my little clutch from my shop. And you couldn't tell me nothing, y'all. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing, okay? I was cute or whatever. And I had the best time. So I went to a place called Fleming's here in Birmingham. It's actually in the Summit. And all I did was like Google best date night anniversary type restaurants because I wanted like the ambiance. So it's like really dark and romantic and all that kind of stuff, even though they're all by myself. And yes, when I sat down, they did clear the whole table, and it was like, it's only you. Yes, it's me. Read my post about my solo date night. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yes, I would like, yes, it's only me. Okay, clear all this other stuff. It's you, me, myself, and I. But I had the best time. The ambiance was beautiful. The service was superb. The food was so good, you guys. So I started off with like a blueberry lemon drop. I don't really like blueberries, but the lemon drop was real good. So I started with the blueberry lemon drop. Then I had the Fleming salad, which was really good. Then I had a filet mignon with these bomb ass Brussels sprouts. Y'all know I love Brussels sprouts, and baby, they cooked them Brussels sprouts. I'm still dreaming about them Brussels sprouts, okay? And then what they had like the complimentary bread and butter situation, and then you know that was it. And then I sat there and I had a really good time. I had reservations for 7 o'clock. It was kind of running behind, so I didn't get seated till like 7:15, and then I think I got my menu and stuff about 7:20, so not too far behind, but I ain't really had nothing else to do anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. So I did that, and then it was just such a good time, you guys. A lot of people ask like, what do you do on solo date nights? If you're sitting there at the restaurant by yourself, eating by yourself, what are you doing? You can listen to music, you can watch videos. For me, I read a book. I started a book that day, and it was actually a really good book, and I wanted to finish it, so I ate dinner and read my book. I was not ashamed. I did not care. I did not bother anybody else, and nobody bothered me, okay? And it was a good night, and I had a really good time. Now, it wasn't an expensive date. I took myself out on an expensive date. We treating ourselves. We treating ourselves like we want to be treated in 2022, and no expenses to be spared, okay? So it was like one of them Yelp reviews where the dollar signs is $4 signs, okay? That's how expensive it was. But it was so nice though, and the food was so good. It was worth every little penny because I had an amazing time. So you know what, I ain't even ashamed. I had a really good time with my solo date night, and I plan on doing plenty more in 2022 for sure. Okay, and then the last thing that's in my personal life when that happened, your girl caught the COVID. Yep, she caught the COVID. Finally, the thing I've been trying to avoid since 2020, I finally caught in January of 2022. Just start off the year with a bang, right? You know, just bang it on out here in January. A lot of stuff had happened in January, so I just banged it out in January. But for real, I got sick around December 30th, and then I tested positive for the COVID like January, what's that? The 10th. I really think I could call it from my son because he was sick at Christmas. And you know he's a delivery driver, so who knows what he picked up delivering pizzas to people. Who knows, child? I don't know where I got it from. I don't think I was out doing the most, so it is what it is. I caught it. Thank God I got the 3 COVID shots. I have an autoimmune disease. I have Crohn's disease, so it lowers my immune system. So for me, it wasn't really that bad. It felt more like a sinus infection more than anything. So, you know, I had a little headache. I had a fever, a little fever for like 1 day, and then no fever after that. I never lost my taste. I never lost my smell. I didn't have any body aches. I guess I had chills from the fever, but I didn't have any body aches or anything like that. It just felt like a sinus. I mean, I had a lot of pressure behind my eyes and my nose and a headache, and that was basically it. And then, you know, after a while it was good. So now your girl out of quarantine. I was in quarantine for 5 days, and now I'm out of quarantine, and so we about to get out here in the life, okay? I'm not even scared no more. I'm still scared though. We still gonna wear our masks. We still gonna do what we supposed to do. So yeah, so that's what's going on in my personal life, you guys. There's not too much, just enough. All right, so let's move on to the next category of travel, camping, and entertainment. So what did I do in 2021? So camping, you guys. Y'all know I found out about car camping in 2021. Your girl has been hooked ever since. You guys know I done built a whole platform in my car. I don't have started a whole new series talking about car camping, SUV camping on my channel. If you haven't seen those videos, y'all have to check them out. It's amazing. Me and the kids went on our first camping trip this past summer. I think it was like I don't know when it was, like maybe before school, maybe in August, I can't remember, but just check it out. We went car camp. They had an amazing time. We had a really, really good time. And then I took 2 solo camping trips. Okay, I took 2 by myself. So we ended up going to, I didn't go anywhere but Alabama and Georgia is the farthest I've been so far. I want to go farther, but I haven't been, you know, this is my first year, so we're not, you know, we're not running out the box. We're just testing the waters, okay? But we're going to test on out in 2022. So basically, we went to DeSoto State Park for our first camping trip as a family. For my second camping trip solo, I went to Tuscaloosa. And then for my third camping trip, I took a birthday camping trip. Just a little time for me. I went to Georgia and I had a really, really good time. And that's like the best thing that ever could have been found on the internet for me, okay? Camping is everything. I have a great time. I am all about being in solitude, being by myself, reflecting on things, just chilling by myself, learning to love myself, be my own company, that type of thing. That's I'm here for it, okay? Because I have the best time with me, myself, and I, because me, myself, and I make the same decisions, and we don't have to argue with nobody, we don't have to compromise, we don't have to do nothing. So these solo camping trips are like spa time for me. Like, I'm not, yeah, I'm roughing it and I'm out in the woods and stuff, but it's so serene to me. It's so beautiful. Nature is amazing. You can tell from my videos. I just have a great time. I be eating good. Girl be having wine and steakums and stuff. Let me tell you something. These be solo camping trips, but these be elevated solo camping trips, okay? Let me tell you something. But I had such a great time camping, and I can't wait to do more in 2022. And then the second trip I went on a girls trip to Cabo with my girls. We had a really good time, you guys. It was so amazing. It's my first time staying in an all-inclusive resort. We stayed in the Pit House. We had such a great time. They had restaurants on site. And we had the best food, and we would get dressed up and go out to eat and just have a really good time. And then of course we lounged by the pool. They had like a bunch of pools like down on the ground level, and then they had a rooftop pool. It was so nice. Service was amazing. Everybody we had for service was so good. The in-room service, the service at the restaurants, the service at the pools, everything was just great, you guys. And I mean, it was all you could eat, all you could drink, all you could do. You hear me? We had a good time. We did leave the resort a couple times. I think we went on a shopping trip one time. We tried to do a beach club, but that didn't really work out. And then our final thing we did before we left was we went on the yacht. Y'all, I had such a great time on the yacht. It's my first time ever being on a yacht. We rented out a whole yacht for like 6 hours and just did the damn thing. It was all you could drink and eat and have a good time. We had a great time on the yacht. I done jumped off the boat, child. I done got all up in the water. I done snorkeled in the water. I did everything I could do in Cabo. I was finna live my whole best life. Let me tell you something. So we had a really good time. Now in 2022, I don't know how much traveling I'm gonna do. You know, this coronavirus, these different strands are popping up. They closing borders and doing everything. So I don't know how much traveling I'll be doing in 2022. And then I also have like some financial goals that I want to do. So I don't know how that's gonna work, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I will be able to do domestic travel. I don't know if I'm gonna do any international travel because that's the most expensive thing that I could do. But camping is not too expensive. And then you'll see in my budget how I'm gonna do my new Savvy Saviors. Yes, Savvy Saviors are coming back, so you'll see how I'm approaching the camping. So you know, I have different buckets for like travel, so they'll all have their own buckets. So camping will probably be more what I do and more like domestic trips. I don't know if I might get one international trip in or out of the country trip. I don't know. That's what I hope, but it may not work out, and I'm okay with that because like I said, I have financial goals I'm trying to reach, and so I've already made that decision that, you know, if I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. And it's all based off my financial goals for 2022 or expectations or whatever it is that I got going on. So that's all that went on last year, and that's all in the future I have about travel and entertainment and stuff. So, last thing for entertainment, I am going to the New Edition concert. It's coming to Birmingham in February. I'm so excited. My ex bought me the tickets for my Christmas present, so I'm super excited to go see. Y'all know I love music, and y'all know I love the New Edition movie, and I love the New Edition like sitcom little thing that they had on TV. Y'all already know that's one of my favorite. I love anything 5 Heartbeats, all that. I love it. Anything musical, I love it. Okay, so that's one other thing that I know is actually paying for 2022 besides camping. I'm definitely going to that concert, and that's all the plans I have so far. But the year is young, you know what I'm saying? The year is young. Who knows what else could happen? All right, let's move on to my home renovations. So what did I do to my house in 2021? You guys know I've been on this home journey since probably about probably about 2020, 2019 is when I started going hard in the actually renovating around my home, and just like being dedicated, saving the money, using the money, doing what I gotta do. So last year I upgraded my bedroom finally. Just the main area, not the bathroom, not the closet. Still need to upgrade those, but I painted, I put in baseboards. You guys know I got my fireplace, I got my couch, I got my console table. I finally put up curtains. Your girl upgraded her TV. She got a whole 58-inch now versus a 32. Okay, I don't even know how to act because all my movies are like in HD 4K now, baby. I don't even know how to act. But seriously though, my bedroom is so serene. It's so beautiful, you guys. It could everything that I ever wanted my bedroom to be. And all I have to do now is probably get some more like accessories. Like I gotta figure out what I want to put on the walls and how to decorate a little bit more. I'm not the best at decorating. My vision comes to life, but I'm not really good at like executing the, you know, just the extra little stuff that you need to make it just, you know, pop a little bit more. I'm not really good at that, and it takes me a while to think about it, so it is what it is. So I did do that, so that was amazing. Had a really good time. And then the last thing I did recently before Thanksgiving was, you guys know, I finished the living room and the dining room, probably about 95%. You guys know I never finish none of my projects damn near to 100%. 95 is the most you're gonna get out of me, you know, and then the finishing touches will be done one day. Hey, 95% is good. 95% is good, okay, because they still look good at 95%. It is what it is. I'm a DIYer, so 95%, we move on to the next project and we'll come back to it later, a couple years later, okay? But I did finish the living room. So my most proud moment about the living room is my board and batten wall. You guys know I was so intimidated. I psyched myself out thinking it was going to be so hard, and this just a big deal because you had to do math and figure out how far each board supposed to be across, child. I threw all that out the window and I just went for it, and it turned out better than I could imagine. It just brings this extraness to my living room and just brings out that modern farmhouse look that I'm looking for. If you guys are new here, my home is actually a modern farmhouse theme, and I love it. I live out in the country. I have 3 acres, so it fits very well for where I am and in my environment, and it's just very peaceful and serene. I'm not doing a traditional now. Ain't no roosters and animals up in here. We don't do that, okay? I said modern, okay? So we got like neutrals and grays and browns and whites and blacks, and those are the kind of colors that I'm going for in my home. More calming, soothing type modern farmhouse, okay? Probably ain't gonna be no pops of color nowhere. Sorry for you if you wanted color, it ain't here. So yes, I'm super excited. So in 2022, I don't know that we're gonna be doing many home renovations. Like I said, it's based off of my financial plans for this year. The only thing I can guarantee that I'm going to do is probably finish that hallway, because I already have the paint, so it's not going to cost too much. Probably have to buy paint brushes, and that's about it. I already have all the paint. And then put in baseboards. So I need to finish all the baseboards in the living room. I'm not finished with all the baseboards in the living room. I need to put the baseboards in the dining room, and then when I do the hallway, I need to put the baseboards in the hallway. And then maybe this year I might get to doing the baseboards in the actual bedrooms, because they don't have baseboards either. If you're new here, I took up the carpet, and the carpet didn't have baseboards. I live in a manufactured home, so you know they do the least amount possible. So you know you got to do a lot when you upgrade them. So I don't have any baseboards in any of the bedrooms besides mine, which I put in this year. So that's sort of about probably the only couple of projects I have, and we'll just see how the year goes. Okay, let's talk about my reading life. Okay, let's talk about what your girl read in 2021. My goal for 2021 is to read 52 books. Didn't make it to 52 books, you guys. I made it to 50, so I did good. And I think by the time December came, I was 12 books down. Like I was 12 books. And so I read 10 books in December of 2020. Yeah, no, 2021. I don't even know what year it is. In December of 2021, trying to get those 12 books in, and I just couldn't get them in. But 10 was amazing, child. I'm glad about these 50 books, okay? Because it's better than 2019. I think in 2019 I only read 29 books, so I'm here for it, okay? I'm here for it. So we got our 50 books in. Our goal for 2022 is 52 books again. I plan on possibly reading one book a week. That's my minimum. If I get more in, great. If I don't, that one book is all I need. And so what I decided to do is dedicate time to actually put in my schedule to read. I'm back to time blocking and trying to schedule out my days so I can be a little bit more productive, because I find that I'll lay in the bed and watch TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, a movie, and all other kind of things besides reading and being productive. And I kind of get in those little slumps, and I need to make sure that I stop doing that. So I'm trying to get back into my time blocking. So if I do my time blocking and I run into later slumping and doing it, I at least got most of the stuff that I needed to actually get done for the day. Like, I'm gonna have my top that I have to get done today, and then everything else could be questionable if I just go through one of those slumps and get to end the TikTok and, you know, be down the rabbit hole, child. So I got to get in my reading for the day. And how I determine how much time I have to read or what I have to read is whatever book I'm reading for the month, however many pages it has, I divide it by 7, and that's how many pages I need to read a day. Okay, so if my book has 300 pages and I have 7 days, or let's not do math, y'all. If it's 700 pages in the 7 days, I have to read 100 pages a day. There we go, boom. See how that works? So that's how I kind of gauge on how long it takes me to read. It probably take me about maybe an hour to read 100 pages. I don't know, something like that, child. So the least I can read a day is 30 minutes, probably up to an hour. And if I need to read more than that, I'll break it up somewhere else. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing for that. And so, you know, I'm trying to stay on that level. If you guys want to know what my top 5 books of 2021 was, I did do an Instagram post, so you can go on Instagram and look up that post, and I'll tell you the top 5 books of the year that I had last year. It was super amazing. This year I'm gonna do better about going on my Instagram and having the 2022 reading highlights. And what I'll do is every month, at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month, I'll put a list of all the books that I read in the month before. And then also, if you want to follow me on Goodreads, you'll get real time what I'm reading, when I'm reading it, and when I finish it, and how I feel about it. So on Goodreads, I put exactly what I'm reading. I update it probably every time I'm finished reading for the day, and then I put when I finish, and then I'll put my star rating, and then you'll see how I like the book or not. And then I'll also be talking about the books I'm reading as I'm vlogging throughout the year. You know, I love to tell you guys when I'm reading, how I feel about it, if it's boring, if it's good, is it great, go out and get it, whatever the case may be. So you have to watch the vlogs to figure out what I'm reading and how I'm enjoying it at that moment. But if you don't watch the vlogs or whatever is going on, or you miss it, you can always follow me on my Goodreads, and everything will be linked down below. And that's all I have for my read update. All right, you guys, so let's do a health update next. I know you guys want me to do dedicated videos about my Crohn's disease and my health. And just to tell you the truth, it's not going to be any dedicated videos because your girl is in full remission. I'm not having the issues that I had when I first started Crohn's disease, when I first started being sick and didn't know what was wrong with me and what was going to happen, or was I going to have surgery or not have surgery and all that. All of that is done and over with. I've had surgery, and since then everything has been smooth sailing. God has blessed me to have great doctors who did what they're supposed to do, got me in a regimen that I need to get on, and they have me so stable that at this point I am in remission. Okay, so I love it. I love it for me. Thank you, Jesus. But just an update. So I am having another MRE in April. When I first got sick, I was having them every 6 months. You know, it's where I have to drink that stuff, and then they give me the little shot to slow down my digestive system, and they take all the little pictures, and then they tell me do they see any inflammation or anything like that. So I'm having one of those in April because I haven't had one, I think in probably about 2 years, and so he just wanted to make sure everything was good. So we're gonna have one this year in April, and I'll let you guys know that what's going on with that in a vlog or something like that. And then so that's basically what's going on with that. I'm still chronic anemic. I did get iron infusions last year. I probably get iron infusions every 2 to 3 years. I'm a chronic anemic. I have been anemic since high school, but Crohn's disease kind of heightened that or made it worse or something or whatever. And so now they keep a close eye on it, and I see a hematologist, and she make sure that I'm good, and then if she thinks I need the iron infusions, I get the iron infusions. So I got that last year. I'm currently back on B12 because she said B12 could help my anemia, so we're back on the B12, and then we're back on the vitamin D because me taking Humira actually lowers my immune system and kind of can do like some destruction to your bone because it sucks up the vitamin D or some child. That's how I interpret it. Okay, it could not be correct terminology what I'm saying, but nonetheless I have to take the vitamin D, and so now I have to give myself 3 shots a month. So 2 Humira shots and 1 B12 shot, and then I have to take the vitamin D wafer twice a month. And the reason why I have to give myself a shot and take a wafer versus pills is because the way my Crohn's is set up, my body doesn't digest pills well. They don't dissolve fast enough in my stomach to actually absorb whatever nutritions or whatever it is I need into my body fast enough. So I usually have to do something that's like immediate. So that's why I have to take the wafers, which I can chew and dissolve, and then the shot for the B12. So that's what's going on with that. But other than that, my health is fine, y'all. I ain't got really too much going on with that. My weight, my doctor keep telling me I'm overweight. One day I'm gonna work out and do that, but at this point at the time I'm just not motivated, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna be over here lying like, oh yeah, your girlfriend exercised every day in 2022 and she gonna lose it. Yeah, we tried that, been there, done that, it didn't work out. So it is what it is, you guys. When I get ready to do it, y'all probably, next thing y'all know, y'all probably just see me lost weight. Like, when I get serious about it, I'm not gonna be recording, doing none of that, trying to make promises I can't keep. Next thing you see, be skinny or some light skinny when I decide. So yeah, so that's what's going on with my weight, and that's my health update, you guys. So let's move on. All right, you guys, so let's talk about our finances and update on it. So in 2020 and 2021, your girl just had no priorities when it came to money. She did what she wanted to do, spent what she wanted to spend, didn't do the cash envelopes, didn't have put nothing in sinking funds, just spent up all the money, just spend it all up and spend it up some more, okay? And it is what it is. I did go back into a little bit of debt, but not too much debt, nothing outrageous or just ridiculous, just a couple of things that I probably shouldn't have done, but I ain't really ashamed about it. I'm just not, y'all. I just used, basically, y'all, to break it down and tell the truth, I used 2020 and 2021, the pandemic situation, as a reason to just blow my budget and do whatever I want to do. I mean, it is what it is at this point. In 2022, the pandemic is still here, but I'm finding myself using it as an excuse not to prioritize my budget as I should. At this point, the new norm is the pandemic is here, okay? And it don't look like it's going away no time soon, so I need to stop making excuses and get my life together when it comes to finances. Now, I didn't waste a lot of money because, you know, I still did my house project. I still had trips and memories and bought things that I still have and spend on my kids and spending on my home and all this type of stuff. So I'm not really wasting money, but I could have prioritized a lot better, and so that's what I plan to do in 2022. And also, you know, I didn't use my cash envelopes. I did kind of stick to my budget for those cash envelopes a little bit, like with groceries and gas and stuff, baby. When it came to spending and eating out, child, blown, done, dust, okay? Dusty dust with those. So I'm trying to get it back together and be realistic in 2022 in the things that I want to do and that I like to do. So yeah, but 2022, baby, came out with a bang with my budget. Do you hear me? 2022, my budget has been upgraded. God has blessed me, you guys. Let me just tell y'all something. All the things that I wanted to do when I started this budget and that I prayed for and planned for and just saw the light at the end of the tunnel has come to fruition in 2022. God has did everything he told me he would do if I did right with this budget. And now, mind you, these last 2 years I didn't do right, but I still was doing right enough to him, you know, get me together. And so he blessed me. So it got me all back hype and ready to focus on this budget like I should. I'm not going to tell y'all what happened. I'm not going to tell y'all until probably my first Savage Saturday video. Yes, they're coming back, or the second one. I'm still debating on how that's going to come out. But when y'all hear this, I hope y'all are happy for me as I am for myself, because I couldn't do no but praise him. Y'all, I couldn't do no but praise him for like 4 hours straight. I called my mama, I called my friends, I told everybody. I was like, y'all, look what God did. Y'all, he hooked me up. Y'all better stop playing games. Y'all better stop playing games, okay? But yes, he hooked me up, and I was dedicated and I did what I was supposed to do, and I wanted the outcome to come this way, and I prayed that, you know, everything would go the way it was supposed to go, and it did, you guys. And I am so unbelievably happy and blessed and thankful, you guys. For real. That big financial win that I'm going to share with you guys later, and it kind of confirmed that everything that I want to do with budgeting, and when I found Dave Ramsey and started just doing it, just confirmed that what I believe in and how I feel finances should go, and kind of breaking out of the generational curses when it comes to money and maintaining your money and having them. Now, I'll probably never be like super rich because my family's just not super rich. We're just not. And I won't say it's impossible, but it would be a hurdle for me to come over. And maybe it won't happen in my generation, but maybe it'll happen in my kids' generation. And since I am passing my knowledge on to my son right now, and soon I'm going to be passing that knowledge on to my daughter, I'm hoping that they will be able to break that generational curse of not, you know, being good with our finances, or, you know, not having money, not having emergency funds, not having savings. Like, I just pray that it just sinks in. It seems to be sinking in with my son. My daughter's a different story. She like her daddy. They love to spend money and they don't care. They'll spend every last dime till they ain't got no more, and they ain't finna be nothing. My son is more like me. We're more frugal, more this and that. We'll kind of spurge a little bit, but then we reel it in real quick. Them, they reel it all the way out, baby. Throw the line in the line and keep going for 7 centuries, and they don't even care. So Jalen's gonna be my little project baby, okay? When it comes to the finance, my son's doing amazing. Y'all, I'm so happy for him. You guys know when he started his journey, he owed $20,000 in student loans. It's only been like 2.5 years, maybe almost 3. He only owes $2,800, so he's been through with that. Hopefully he'll be through that by the end of February, and then he can start saving for his new to him car. And I'll talk more about that, you know, in my finance videos and stuff like that. Just give y'all a little sneak peek into what's going on with him. But that's all that's going on with my finances. We're just gonna get back on track, back to the cash envelopes, back to the sinking funds, and all that kind of stuff in 2022. Okay, you guys, and the last category, but not least, is my entrepreneurship category of life, which is something new. It's not new because YouTube is really considered an entrepreneurship, but YouTube don't pay me enough money to even consider even talking about no entrepreneurship, child. I probably make $1,000 a year out of YouTube, if that much. But the other thing you guys know I started in 2021 was my online boutique, AamariRose. Started in January 21st of 2021, so I'm already past my 1-year anniversary. I made it, you guys. I did really, really well last year for it to be my first year, for me not to be inconsistent, for me learning the ropes, trying to figure out vendors and packaging and mailing and this and that and the other. And it was a really, really, really big learning curve, but I sat down and did what I needed to do. But 2022, I need to do a little bit better. I need to be a little bit more dedicated. I need to be more intentional about the things that I'm doing and bringing to my shop, and the kind of image my shop is, and that kind of stuff. And I'll be talking about that more also throughout the year. And so I'm just at this point trying to narrow down my niche for my shop. You guys know I'm a very classic person. I love classic pieces that can last in a time, that style never goes out of style type clothes. Very neutral person, so it's like blacks, whites, creams. And at first I tried to like do color and do this and do that, and so I'm really finna narrow it down. So my shop is really going to be specific to what I like and how I like to dress, and then for the classic woman, for the classic chic woman, and this was what it's going to be. And I'm not going to try to people please or anything like that. If you like what I sell, you do. If you don't, I don't. And then I want it to be affordable prices. I mean, I may have some high-end stuff and then I have some low-end stuff, but it's always going to be good quality. I'm always about good quality. So whatever you buy from me is going to be worth the money. It's going to last you years to come if you take care of it. Okay, don't blame me if you don't take care of it, don't know how to wash clothes. You know, that's on you. But seriously, so that's what's going on. So in 2022, you know, we buckled down, we're learning new things. I'm going to try some new things. I'm actually going to start a budget. I didn't start a budget spreadsheet for my business, but I think this year we're going to start a budget spreadsheet and just start, you know, sinking funds possibly for my business and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of get the money that's coming in every month and budget it out accordingly to be able to maximize the amount of profit that I'm making, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what's going on with my entrepreneurship. All right, you guys, so that is my 2022 life update and my 2021 reflection. I know this video was super long. I apologize, but y'all asked for it, so I gave you what you wanted. I gave you all the information about me that I could give. That's all I got for you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that